So we got the lower zone, foot pegs installed, all part of the deal. Over there, black grills as per requested. 6x9 lids in. Yeah, we're pretty much ready to take it outside tomorrow. Gotta go. Good night. It's late. First test turn on. Got all speakers lined in. These bag lids, sometimes you got to make sure the fitment is right. I'm experiencing air leaks from the seal, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to put to make that seal up. But so far so good.
That's who I made my wife. He's a gangster. 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 Funkmaster like Flex, heavy metal weaponry. Knock you out your socks, put you out your misery. Homicide trying to holler, they wanna question me. Cause I'm always in the beef and smoke broccoli. I put my bird by my lonely, I ain't telling no.
See the wind coming out the bag seal? Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. So take it outside tomorrow. Tonight we'll assemble all this back together, put the front back on. But we gotta put an extra bit of sealer in the front. Again, these bag lids did not come with these bags, and sometimes things just don't line up right. But you see the paper moving and letting me know there's a leak. You can feel the air on your hand, but I just wanted to put the plastic there for a visual. As you see,
yeah, I keep my mouth shut like James Beasley and Little D. Solid. If I be guilty, I do my time even if I'm 60. Long as I get out with Hey, look, this that shit that made me ball out on my old bitch. Granny, they're expecting you. You're a little late, so
well, we're pretty much on time. We got the Dallas, I think a bike from, I don't know, Dallas, Texas. Got a phone call, supposed to be showing up on time, even though I took a day off. Well, we pretty much meeting deadlines over here, you know. I said, hey, this is pretty close to being done. One thing I will note, when you wreck your bike, be careful to buy. Certain parts can be bought off the internet that are right, and certain parts are not right. The example is when you buy aftermarket bags, sometimes if the company you're going through, they may be different material than the Harley Davidson, especially on the older bags. I've seen them to be thinner. When you buy the outer fairings that are not Harley Davidson fairings, they tend to be slightly thinner. But for the most time, they do fit okay. But the problem can arise when you time to put the screws in. This was that similar scenario when it got here. 2 or 3 of the screws were in and 2 were not. Well, come to find out, when you put the stock Harley-Davidson screw in the aftermarket fairing, outer fairing that is, this it's not the same material and the same thickness is not being applied on the screw holes. So you cannot use the Harley-Davidson screw holes. I'm going to pop this off in a second and I'm going to show you what I mean. It looks great. Did it black and all that, but it didn't quite work out quite right. I'll pause it for a second. So for those of you who are familiar with Harley-Davidson fairings, look at the holes, what happens when you shoot the Harley-Davidson screw into it. It cracks here, it cracked there. This one stayed okay because they didn't try to put the Harley-Davidson screw in. This one completely shattered. This one, the hole is a lot smaller. So I will look into it when we finally do the final tune and get this bike right, of how we can make it more stable in the front due to all of the broken spots. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are broken. 4 of the 6. That means only 2 of them are actually holding this thing on the bike, besides the side mounts. But yeah. So, and another thing to look out for when you do have the aftermarket interfering, be very careful about these right here, and don't over pull on these, because I've seen these break right here. And Harley-Davidson only sells the whole glove box cover with the hinge included with it. They don't sell the hinge separately, so be very careful about that. But for the most part, if you do those things, you can survive it. But that's about it. That's it for tonight. We're out.
Say the audio chat, boy, this audio crack. Social media platforms, they ratting on Facebook, Google. I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed with the remix. And I'm making funk too. And I'm trying funk too. Y'all know what that means? I can put that shit on wide rope. Cause I be keeping it G. I'm a thorough book, all rolls. Bang, bump, I don't know you. Nigga get the trip at jurisdictions, I'ma show him if I catch him. You know the whistle, I'ma blow him. Hey, cause I do like I'm supposed to do. And I move like I'm supposed to move. Play a game I'm supposed to shoot. I'm bang, bump,
When you have a bike that's this low to the ground, it's kind of difficult to get it up on a truck unless you have a good steep incline. So we found the incline by the house to get it up in there. So we're gonna see if this works out. I think it will. Once again, Money's Car Stereo. We getting them in and out the door. Say no more. Man, here you go, my brother.
Thank you, man.
Okay,
Appreciate
who you riding with, man?
it. Undisputed.
Undisputed. Where y'all out of, man?
Fresno.
Are y'all on the ground?
Yeah, we on the ground.
Okay, I got a question of the day for all the MCers out there. If you ain't got a bike, should you have a patch?
No.
Ah, you heard the man say no. If you ain't got the patch when you ain't got the bike when you get in the club, how long do you get before you get a patch? Before you have to have the bike coming in?
You gotta have a bike.
You gotta have the bike coming in.
Yeah, you gotta have a bike.
Message, this man said you got to have a bike coming in. You
Right.
can't be running around social clubbing
No.
with the vest with no pack, getting all the perks
Yeah, you
of people
gotta
who
have
on the
it.
ground.
I was told and groomed that you gotta have a bike.
You gotta have a bike, y'all. Y'all heard that. Hey, he got the bike. He got his colors. That's all I got to say. Money's Car Stereo. We out of here. Hey, y'all. I'm at the secret location, and we got the CNC machine running, making it happen. If y'all don't know what you're looking at, I don't know where you're from, because what I'm seeing is the potential to make your life a lot easier for car stereo installation. Now, if you think you need them spacers to keep your 6x9s off, well, we can possibly provide you with the spacers you need to make it happen, especially for the rear mounted section of your 6x9s on your bag. We're working on a new ideal so we can make it happen for the front half of the bag, which I'm going to work on next. But right now, I talked to my peoples here, and he said, Rob, I can make this for you. And we got a few other ideals coming down the line. So I'm not going to give you all the information right now, but I'm going to work on it. Until then, you got to talk to me to talk to him. That's what you got to say. I was wondering, how much should I sell them for? Interesting.